Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A. We're coming in live from Decaf Coffee Republic. You're joining me for Kapehan night. This is Coaching Tuesday, and for tonight, we're going to be talking about financial confidence. If this is the first time you're joining me, this is Coach A. I'm a coach, okay, a life coach, and there are two things that I do: empower people mentally so you can stay alive, you can live beautifully, and more than that, you can be productive and you can level up in life. For tonight, as we dive into financial confidence, I want you to tune in. I want you to show this, okay, in the face groups that you are belonging to. I want you even to have this to share this link to your timeline, because I believe this is one topic that many of us, many of you there can benefit and can learn. Okay, financial confidence is maybe not familiar to you, because what is familiar is financial freedom. Financial freedom, to me, okay, I'm taking it from my personal perspective, financial freedom can never be achieved. Number one, because there is no such thing as freedom. When I say there is no such thing as freedom, every day of our lives, we are in a chain of our payables and bills, okay? Even if you pay your bills today, like your utility bills, even if you pay your rental today, tomorrow you will owe someone else, okay? Like every day of our lives, we are not free from the need of money. So financial freedom is something that we cannot achieve. But what I believe on is, like the billionaires, the millionaires, and the most successful people in the world, okay, we can achieve financial confidence. And that's what I'm gonna dive in tonight. As a life coach, okay, I have one guest here who got it very right when he said, as a life coach, what we do is really to help you create the mindset for you to level up in life, to have the right mindset for you to be able to get out of whatever hinders you and whatever cripples you. Okay, by the way, I'm also the Life Coach Training Institute Global Partner for International Certification and Global Expansion. So if in case you are a naturally gifted coach, you are looking at a profession that you can do side by side, okay, with whatever you're doing today, or maybe you are in a season of your life that you're thinking, maybe this is time for me to look into other profession that benefits not only me but other people. Maybe you're looking for a profession that would level you up. Maybe you're looking for a profession that would really allow you to help people, okay? You can make a difference in people's lives and then really make a lot of money. Okay, for those of you who's not comfortable about money, well, tonight we're gonna be talking about money, and I believe all of us should have a very healthy point of view on money. All right, I've got guests on floor tonight. This is live, so guests, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Okay, this is one night that I have fewer guests than usual, because I believe, okay, this is also significantly manifesting the truth that when we talk about money, when we talk about finances, when we talk about freedom and all about funds, people would always be thinking of, you're gonna be selling something, okay? People would always have the default that, okay, you're gonna invite me to another networking company, to another business, investments, insurance and all. Don't get me wrong, with all due respect to all the people in the insurance industry, in the pre-need industry, in multi-level marketing, this session does not mean to offend you, but to all of you who's wondering what this talk is all about, okay, I'm coming in because as a life coach, I believe many of us suffer from financial anxiety. Yes, would you agree with me? Many people would always worry about money, would always worry what comes next, would always worry, can I keep my job? Many of you may be watching from home on the traffic right now. Maybe you're stuck in a job, maybe you're stuck in a profession that you don't really get the maximum satisfactions, and you're thinking, can I change job? But you cannot, because you're earning money. Okay, you're earning a living, you're earning an amount of money that can support your family, and you're thinking, if I leave this job, what will happen next? Or maybe you are in a position right now in your life wherein you're heading towards the retirement stage, okay? You're like, in our country, it's like 60, 65, and you're thinking, what happens next after 60, 65? Or maybe you're one of those people who were offered an early retirement program by your company, okay? And now you're thinking, what happens next to me? I'm 45, I'm 50, I'm 55, and what's next? What do I do next? Or maybe you're an OFW. Okay, we have one now on floor. Okay, but many OFWs, okay, I got people who would message me who are OFW and say, Coach, I'm going back to the Philippines. What can we do? Okay. By the way, for those of you who's meeting me for the first time, if you don't know, I've been a business consultant for two decades. Okay, so now you can guess my age. Okay, I'm turning 47 this Friday. Yeah. Okay. So I'm completing almost close to my third decades in the industry. For the past 2.5 decades, I've been working with people, and I really wanna say this, not to brag, but I believe in my lifetime, I have made a handful of people becomes millionaire or billionaires. Like, I was able to help people make money. And over, this is like really what hurts me or burden me when I speak with my coaches, when I speak with the tribe. Okay, we have a tribe of 169 life coaches in the Philippines right now. And over when they suffer, when they're concerned about finances, it really bothers me because money should not be a problem. Money should be a tool. And I kind of thinking the reason why people kind of having difficulty in navigating about money. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, I recognize there is such a thing as recession. I recognize that there is such a thing as changes in the corporate world. I recognize that there's revolutions in the, like, I talk about revolutions, like from agricultural to industrial. Now we're in the digital era, and in the digital revolutions, many people are being displaced. Okay, are we good? Do you understand? Yes? Okay, there's a lot of people who are now displaced from the regular job because when your company get automated, tama ba, Coach Bill? Okay, when your company get computerized, okay, there are people who are being displaced. Okay, also in the digital world, in the digital time, we've been seeing a lot of mergers, okay? And when company merge, okay, there will be displacement of people. And don't get me wrong, I see that, I hear that, but here's what I'm thinking, okay? My belief is this: we as a human being, to begin with, have everything within us, okay? Not just to survive in this world, but to thrive in this world. All the things that we see, all the things that we're using, everything that we enjoy at this point in time are something that already breathed to us. I mean, like, it's available. And it is all about us, okay? Our heart, our determination, our courage, our really hard work. Many people would say that, but to me, it's us being smart to use whatever is given to us. Okay, so I want to come in tonight and really debunk, or maybe tell you that money should not cause you anxiety. Okay, for many of you, you know also that mental wellness is my advocacy, and working with people. Interesting. Last Saturday, I did a mental coaching for mental wellness, and one of our guests, I have a slide, I have a picture that speaks of risk factor for people who suffering mental health. And one of our guests, okay, interesting, she asked through Coach Rizel, why is money not part of it? She asked that. And I said, because working with clients, it was never about money that caused anxiety. It was never about money that would cause you to commit suicide. Okay? Well, of course, I recognize that there is financial anxiety, but it will not cause you to kill yourself. You know what will kill yourself is when you have a problem with money, then your relationship starts breaking down. All right? It is the relationship breakdown that really hits people, that cause you to be financially so concerned. Okay? That, here's Coach. Oh, by the way, I just want to post this. Coach Romel, you have a guest here. Oh, Coach Romel, nandito na siya. Okay? And Mark Zereso and Coach K watching. Hello, magandang gabi. Okay, Coach K. Okay, let's talk about money. Okay, for tonight. So, there's a lot of factors why you kind of fret and you kind of experience anxiety over money. And tonight, I want you to really, really just stop for a while and think about this. Think about this. Have you heard of people who've been to bankruptcy and was able to recover? Guess. Okay. Have you heard people who seems to be going through the roller coaster ride of the industry when recession hits, they lost business and all, and then all of a sudden you start seeing them again booming. Okay? But I believe you also know people who never seems to get enough of all the misery about money. Okay? Always been in a layoff, okay, or always been needing money, in need of money. Maybe that's you. Or maybe you know people na nakasangla yung ATM. Okay? Uso po yun, okay? You pound, okay? You pound the ATM. Okay, Master Coach Kenda, if you're watching. In our country, okay, hello, Master Coach. In our country, the ATM card, okay, we pound it, okay? We put it as a guarantee, okay? So, we take a loan and the guarantee will be our ATM card. Okay, you know people like that? Okay, now, do you also know, okay, of great men and women, celebrities who went bankrupt? You did? Okay. Name a few. Who do you know? Sino, Coach? Kobe? Robert Downey. Tama. Go. Who do you know who got bankrupt? Yung mga kontrabida daw kay FPJ. Bakit na may mga kontrabida, Coach? Come on. Who do you know? Come on. Who are the celebrities that you know went bankrupt? Come on. Went bankrupt or ended in their lives really in need of money. Come on. But it's not true. But he always fight for that. Okay. I'm talking about people who was really, really bankrupt. Sino? Come on. Whitney, okay? And then? Sino yung nasa home alone? Sino? You know what? Money is easy to make, but it's hard to keep. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. Who among you here familiar with Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
He's not bankrupt, okay? But once he was asked, do you know Warren Buffett? Who knows Warren Buffett?
Siya ba yung richest?
Sino siya?
Investor.
Sige, sino siya? Oh, sino siya? Sino siya? Wala na. Hello? Naghang tayo?
Basta mayaman siya.
Mayaman siya, basta mayaman siya. Okay. You imagine, here's the deal. Warren Buffett was nobody when he was 50. Nobody knows about him when he was 50. So I'm 47. At least I believe some people knows me. Okay. So he's 50, nobody knows him. Today, he's 88 years old. And you know what kind of life he lived? He's going out there signing autographs. He's like rock star, going out, signing autograph, being paid millions for a 30-minute speaking engagement. So what do you think happens to Warren Buffett between the age of 50 and 88? Can you hear me? Here's a man at 50 years old, okay? Interesting. Many people would say that when you hit the golden age, it's just like you're going down the rail, okay? So like your career is going down, okay? But here's a man from 50 to 88, okay? What happened to him between 50 to 88? And now at 88 years old, he's just like a rock star signing autographs and getting millions of money for like a 30-minute talk. That's who he is today. And one time, he was asked, what's the secret of your wealth? What's the secret of having a lot of money? Do you want this? Anyone of you heard his answer? Familiar? Okay. He said three things. Number one, okay, let's see if you will pass like a Warren Buffett. So by the age of 88, you're a rock star, okay? So I'm almost close, turning 50 in 3 years, okay? Here's what he said. The secret sauce to his wealth, number one, I'm being born in America. Number two, good genes, I have good genes, so I can live long enough. And number three, compound interest, which many people have no idea of that power. So tell me, of the three secret sauce of Warren Buffett, who's earning millions now for like a 30-minute talk, How many of you have the 3 secrets? How many of you can have that?
Number 3.
Being born in America, oh my goodness. We cannot change our citizenship. Okay? Good genes. So, to live long, enough. Okay? Do we have good genes?
Yes.
We wait to see that. Are you sure you have a good genes? Do you think you can really live into like 100 and 120? Because if you look at Warren Buffett now at 88, oh good, he is really wonderful at 88. So do you have a good genes?
We will never know.
You'll never know. And the third, do you know about compound interest? Interest what? Oh, what? Coach K Isabella, my mindset on money has changed so much since I met my master coach. Ako pala yung binasa. Okay, think about it. Truth of the matter, there is no business advice guaranteed. There is no advice. I'm talking about advice, not coaching. Okay, even us who've been in the consultancy business for 2 decades, even us who've been seasoned in building up businesses, okay, we've seen bankruptcy. We've met people who's up there running millions and billions worth of money, and they can just go to shit and like lost everything. I've met people like that. All right. So, truth of the matter, there is no single advice that would guarantee that you would have money all throughout your life. Professional investors, business consultants, business guru will agree with me. Okay, I'm sure you will agree with me, even if you're a financial consultant right now, that there is really no guarantee that we can secure the money. No matter how we speak to our client, there is no way we can secure the money. There was one time, okay, one bank could not release all the money. How can you secure the client? If that bank ever said, okay, we can't recover our files, okay, everything is in error, they won't release the money, how can you secure the client's money? Okay, so maybe you don't like to hear this, but really, we who've been working with business, we who've been working with investment, we who've been working with, I know what I'm talking about. But over and over, we taught people that money can be secured. We can't, okay? So, what I'm going to tell you tonight is something, okay, that will change your mindset, that hopefully when your mindset is changed, you do something different starting tonight, so you start getting results starting tomorrow, and that you will be confident enough that even at retirement stage, you will have the money. Is this cool?
Yes. Yes.
Ready? Very good. Okay, trust me. Wait until the end of the talk, okay? I'm gonna give you a coaching tool, okay? If you're watching, okay, you can request for a coaching tool. And for all the guests on floor tonight, if you want a coaching tool, I don't give coaching tool for free, okay? These are the tools that I give to my clients, but tonight I'm gonna give this because really I want you and I to live in financial confidence. Are we good? Let's begin. Okay, let's begin. Do you know that old money never sells? Have you heard of that philosophy? Old money never sell. What? Okay. What? Okay. Hear me out on this. Hold a bit. Okay. How many of you heard of people, maybe that's you, okay, who kind of getting things, acquire things with the hope, with the belief that you can sell it at a certain point in time? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. At the lowest level, no offense, man, at the lowest level, how many of you knows of people who keep buying jewelries and they will tell it's an investment?
Madami.
Because anything happens, I can use the jewelries. Connect, disconnect. Who can connect with me? Okay. How many of you, okay, how many of you also would buy things, okay, now a lot of people are in trouble because they acquire a car under installment, register it to one company with the hope of using it as a public transportation. Now it's the license, the app stop it, and what do they do with the car that they purchased on installment? What do you think happens? How many of you know of people who purchased or made an investment on condominiums or house and lot and asked them like for rent and they never recover the money? Familiar? Okay. So what do you do? How do you earn money? Who among you here have business at this point in time? Business. Who have business? Who are employees? Who have sideline? Who doesn't know what to do in life to have more money? Okay. Let me speak with you first on certain things that, well, you can find this. I think you can find some principles of this in the internet. But normally we work on clients, on business consultancy, we work with clients on this. Okay. For those people, for those of you who wants to learn about allocation of money, there is such a thing that when you want to allocate finances or assets, okay, we talk about not putting all your eggs in one basket. Okay? And there's such a thing as keeping 3 boxes for wealth. Have you heard of that? No? Okay, Coach Mix! Okay. Watching from Panglao. Wow, that's a beautiful place. Okay. Okay. You need, if you want to invest, okay, I'm gonna handle first those people who is into investing. Okay, let me handle first those people who are here because you believe that having financial freedom, which to me it's financial confidence, means having an investment. Okay, when you make an investment, the golden rule is you do not put everything in one basket. Do not put everything in one basket. That's a golden rule. Okay, now, you have to keep 3 boxes. Okay, who among you are in investment? May investment ka ngayon. Taas. Sir, may investment tayo? Hoping. Tama ba? Sana. Sino dito may investment? Kahit anong klaseng investment. Wag human investment. Sabihin, meron akong pinapag-aral, human investment yan. Hindi po investment ng tao, okay? Okay. Now, okay, identify if your investment now falls into any of the 3 boxes. It would be great if you have 3 boxes available. Okay, box number 1. Okay, so if you have money to invest, okay, the rule of thumb is supposed to be 33.33. Okay, so like 33.33. Okay, the first 1/3 or the 1/3 goes to, the first box goes to, okay, investment that is safe and secure with low returns. Okay? Many would look at this. Bahay, home. Okay? You buy your home, okay? And at the end of the day, whatever happens to you, you think, I can sell it. Okay? On a lower gear, some of you would buy life insurance policy. On some of you, you will do time deposit. Okay? Or some of you, to be safe and secure, you will just put it in the bank. Okay? And earn how much per annum? Okay. Never mind. Okay? Never mind. Sabi ni isang guest namin, don't ever think about it. Okay? So, that's the first batch. Okay? Safe and secure. Okay? Safe and secure. Of course, many of you would know, okay, for those of you who've read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay, money, okay, he said that house is not an investment indeed. Because an asset, okay, is something like if asset, you keep acquiring your asset, you will also incur a lot of cost, okay. But I'm talking of a general perspective in consultancy that the rule number 1 is you don't put all your eggs in one basket. So the first box should be 33.3 would be a safe and secure. Second box, okay. This is supposed to be your risk growth bucket. This is something that is fast, exponentially volatile. Okay, exponentially volatile, ibig sabihin, high risk, you can lose the money anytime, where you can experience significant wins, but you are also exposed to great loss. Okay? What would the example? Equities, stocks, okay? Real estate investment, that's very volatile. Okay? Commodities, investments, okay? Business investments, like you invest in a food cart, you invest in franchising, you invest on that. The returns could be higher, but the risk is also higher. It's you hit it or you miss it. That's the second box. Okay. If you hit it, like boom. Okay. Now I'll tell you. If you want to invest on business, if you want to invest like in a commodity items, here's really what happened. Most of the time, your tendency is to make an investment on something that is already making a lot of money, and you want to join the pool. Now, that's just the wrong way to enter the market. I'm not going to teach you how to do it now because that's a separate topic, but what I'm saying, many of you lose it, miss it, because you're joining the caravan when they have already taken off. Okay? If you join the caravan when they have already taken off, you're like here, running after them, you're not going to make the money because they're already making the money. The best way to enter into high risk, volatile market, but really a high margin, high money thing, is you enter when it is still in the concept or conceptualizations or about to take off. It have like wala pang take off. It haven't take off. It's still in the concept or it's still like in the pre-launch. All right. So that's the second box. Third box. Here's the thing. Maybe not all of you have this. The third box is your dream box. Dream box. Yeah. You know what's a dream box? You put 33.33% of that money to a dream box. And what is a dream box? This is your dream holiday, your dream tour, your dream first class accommodation with a hotel, your dream resort experience for your family, with your family. Okay? Now, let me explain to you what happens with the 3 boxes. I'm just on my number 1. This is like 6 tips and then I'm gonna shift as a life coach, okay? Let me tell you what happens with the 3. Nangingiti si Colin. Let me allow you to understand what happens with the 3 boxes, okay? The first box allows you to have the security, okay? Or like the feeling, I have it. You know that even if you're not making a lot of interest out of it, it's like at the back of your mind, you're secured. It's the security, the feeling of being secured. I have it. It's not making a lot of money. Some of it will just like making like, some of you, okay, no offense meant, would have a savings and the interest annually is just like not even enough for you to afford a one-night hotel experience. But you want it because you want the feeling of I've got something in the investment. So it's okay, just keep it at 33.3%. The second would be something that could really kick you off, give you a lot of money in the instant, but be sure you only keep it at 33.3%. So if you lose it, you only have that 1/3. So what happened with the third box? Here's many people lost it. Your money is as much as you keep your family intact, as you keep your sanity intact, as you keep relationship intact. And if you don't make a box as an investment for trips, for travels, for accommodations that you dream for you and your family, at the end of the day, you would have all the money in the world, but you will be burned out and you will lose joy. So what's the point of making a lot of money? You're getting this. So I want you to start really looking into how are you making the investment. How are you really looking at the investment? What comes first? It's up to you. But to me, okay, very sound judgment, when you have 100 pesos, divided it by 33.33. Let's just put it in 3 boxes so you get to know how to make the investment. You good? And you're quiet. So how many of you have the 3 boxes in place? You have? Wonderful. Okay. Number 1 lang, wala pa yung 2 boxes. Okay, let's shift to 2 boxes. Yung iba daw, number 3 lang. Just a dream box.
Paano pag yung in-invest mo lahat meron siya na tatlong component?
That's the best thing. That's the best thing. That's actually the best thing. If you get to invest in all 3 components, that's the best thing.
Okay, masaya na ako.
Okay. Step number 2. Okay. To have financial confidence is here. Okay. You will not like this, but this is really, really, really something that you have to learn. Become an investor rather than a consumer. Okay. How many of you will spend 30 to 50,000 for a brand new phone as against investing 30 to 50,000 for a business, for a small endeavor? Oh, come on. You've been buying cell phone at 25,000, 20,000. You are willing to swipe your credit card for something that you would consume and in not an investment. Become an investor rather than a consumer. When you have the money, think about it. Will this purchase an investment or just a consumption? Like, no mention of the brand. Like, I've been keeping my old phone for the longest time. And I've been really fighting to keep it for long as I could. But, months back, I think 1 year na back, we purchased this phone, very expensive. Why? It's an investment. We need it. We need it for live. We need it for pictures. We need it for coverage. So, we didn't purchase the phone for the heck of having a phone. I live by this principle. I don't want to consume and consume. I want to make the investment. Every time I purchase something, every time I put a lot of money, my question is, what's going to be the return? Of course, for many of you knows that most of my investment goes to returns of investment on people, on knowledge. But still, the principle remains. When you make money, when you give your money, be sure you're not consuming. Be sure you're making an investment. So you can have a return of investment. Number 3. Okay, are you ready? Number 3. I was asking about, do you know Warren Buffett? And my on-floor guest just like, yes, excuse me. Okay. Now, rule number 3. Educate yourself in the area of money in investing. Like, you have to be educated in terms of finances. You are not supposed to be going around being just a reader or a consumer of whatever is presented in the market. Okay? Learn, read, like really allocate a certain part of your day, a time in a month, or maybe a quarter when you will start learning about investment, new income opportunities, or maybe as simple as understanding how can you use money as a tool. What are the values of money? Or what are the principles in money making? What are the principles you can have to keep money? Remember, okay, I think you will believe and agree with me on this. All the people around you, around us, okay, wants the money that we have. Every person who will speak to you, every salesperson who will speak to you wants your money. Do you agree? Yeah. You go to a coffee shop, we need your money to pay for your coffee. You take a ride, the MRT wants your money to operate that railway. Okay? You go to a movie house, the operator wants your money. Okay? You get a house, the landlord wants your money. Everyone else wants the money that you have. More than how you want it to keep. Many people wants to get your money. So the question is, where do you put the money? How do you give out the money? What are your principles about money? Okay? And all of this come into play when you learn that you need to be educated when it comes to money. Okay? So, at the moment, how many of you, okay, are really into the habit of, here's the thing, zero interest payment, zero interest card swipe? Okay. So mga investors yung mga tao dito. Okay, here's the thing. My daughter asked me a couple of days ago, she asked, Mom, is it really true that it's zero interest? I'll tell you what happened at the backdrop. Okay? It's not zero interest. Previously, a decade ago, it's like this. Cash plus, okay, cash, this is the price of cash. And then if you avail it on card, this is the card value. Okay, so you have a cash and a card value. So for example, you've got cash value at 5,000, card value at 5,500. That's what you see in a price tag. After a decade, it shifted. You know what you see now? Cash price, zero interest, card payment. You know what happened? You are already by default paying the interest rate. That's why what you can do, okay, when you purchase, ask the seller, ask the merchant, what is the price if I'm gonna pay for cash? Because the price that you are getting now on the shelves are really tucked in with interest. Why? Because even if you buy without the charge, okay, the, how do you call that? Zero interest, okay, the deferred payment. The price tag now considers that when you swipe that credit card, okay, there is a 3.5%. Okay, there is a 3.5%, tama? 3 or 3.5% merchant charges. So if you buy in the department store and you swipe your credit card, then, okay, where do you think that the company will get the 3.5? Okay? Truth of the matter, that 3.5 is already tucked in the price of merchandise and goods that you buy. The whole thing have already shifted and now you're buying things more expensive than it's supposed to be. Okay? So if you're making a big purchase, okay, it would really make sense if you don't swipe your credit card, you really like put your money intact in there, okay, save it, and then go to the merchant and say, I'm gonna buy it at cash. What is gonna be the price? Yeah, that's how it is now. The landscape in financing and price tagging have changed after a decade. Yeah, sure. Debit. Yeah. Yeah, when you swipe your credit card, your debit card, us merchant is shouldering the 3.5%. That's why, okay, here's the thing. If you are a business owner, hear me out on this, all right? If you are the business owner and you were not able to tuck in the 3.5%, normally what happens is you got some problem and trouble with your costing. Because if in a day, like 80% of your transactions like swipe their card, then the financial institution gets 3.5% of your sales for the day. Without you knowing it. Without you understanding it. So I've worked with entrepreneurs who like so excited having credit card terminal, POS with them. Yeah, I've worked with like, yeah, coach. Right, great. Okay. And over I will ask, do you understand what does it mean? For you to have it, you are willing to give 3.5%, 3 or 3.5% of your sales. And many entrepreneurs would say, no way, I won't give it. Yeah, sure you would. Sure you would. Yeah, some credit card issuers would have you at 5%. And many of you don't know that's what it takes. So if you're a business owner and you are ignorant about this, then you're losing 3.5%. And if you have not tucked this into your costing, then you're losing it. All right. So next, number 4. Okay. Yeah, I got on number 4. Am I correct? Yeah, I'm on number 4. Yeah. Number one is on my number one. I talk about the boxes. Number two, I talk about you becoming an investor than a consumer. Number three, I talk about educating yourself in areas of investing, and actually, I lowered the gear towards you purchasing. Number four, okay. Stop or minimize, okay, your attitude, your practice of psych. You psych yourself before starting anything. This is actually your analysis paralysis, okay? That you don't want to move an inch with opportunities because you want to think about it, pray about it for the longest time. That opportunities are no longer in hand, okay? And many of you, okay, think about it. Why is it that in that impulse you can buy a brand new phone, but when making an investment and a savings, it will take you like a lot of days and months to take it over if you want to start? Why? Why? It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of planning when you talk about investing, when you talk about savings, when you think about like allocating a portion amount of your money towards something that will generate income on the passive side. But, okay, it's okay, and without thinking, you can buy a brand new phone. Sounds familiar? Are you getting this? Now, you have to get the psychology, you have to get the mindset, okay, the frame of thoughts that allows you to make the decision timely, to make the decision on the right time. Okay? Many of you, here's what happens with money. Do you know that when you hold the money for the longest time, without you knowing it, you're losing it? Try to put the money in your pocket, in your wallet. For some strange reason, that money will simply goes out of your wallet. Isn't it? Do you experience it like when you have 1,000 pesos? The moment that 1,000 pesos you buy something, it becomes 900 pesos, okay? Then before you knew it, you're losing the whole 1,000 pesos. You're getting this? So the longer you have your money in the wallet, okay, the longer you have it, the lesser the opportunity for you to use it in a proper way. Okay, here's for some strange thing. Do you know that many wealthy people don't really have a lot of cash in their wallet? They don't. Some of them don't even have a wallet. They don't even want to hold wallets. Yeah. Because that's just like framing the mind that for big investment, okay, there's a time to think about it, there's a venue to have it, and there's a timing for it. But the thing there is, you don't hold the money for the longest time. For some of you, you enjoy holding the money and just like doing like the fun. I have money, oh, forget it. Forget it. You lost it. On my number 5. Okay, on my number 5. Now, have you ever thought how long you will live? Have you ever thought how long you will live? Okay, so tonight, please, think about it. By the grace of God, if you will be given the opportunity, how long do you want to live? How long do you want to stay on earth? Breathing like us. Because of the number of years that you intend to live is supposed to be the number of years that you have in plan to make money. Because many of us, many people have the thoughts of making money until retirement. And thinking that after retirement, bye-bye, we will all earn from our pension. Truth of the matter, in our country, in the Philippines, you're not gonna survive with your pension. Yes? Yes. Okay. So if you retire at 60 and you intend to live until 80, have you ever thought what will you do for the next 20 years? So, you've got to identify, on number 5, you've got to identify the number of years that you want to live and create a lifetime income plan. Meaning, if you want to live until 80, be sure that you're able to create an income plan until 80. Yes, Raj. You're gonna live until 80 and your income plan is until 60. So what will you do from 60 to 80? How will you eat? You're thinking of this. Sabi niya, bakit? Bakit ako mag-iisip hanggang 80, 60 nga lang retirement na? Exactly. Many people, when you retire at 60, you don't know what to do. Okay? So your income plan is supposed to be an 80 years plan because you want to live until 80. You know, that's the joy of working as a life coach, as a consultant. That's the reason why while I was working in the corporate world, I really started my way to be a consultant, and now I'm a life coach. Because in life coaching and consultancy, we don't really get to retire. The older we become, all right? The older we become, the better we become in income. Yeah, okay. That's the point. If you intend to live on an 80 years or 100 or 120, I don't know how long, here's what I'm talking about, income plan, okay? While you have the best of strength today, all right? Assuming your best of strength is 50 years, okay? And the next 50 years is not really the best of your strength. You've got to do something within the 50-year span, all right? That when you transition to the next 50, the next half, okay, it will be more expensive. You will be more expensive. You see, many of us, many of you are engaged in a work wherein, okay, your value deteriorate as you age. Okay? You're getting this. There are work that when you age, you deteriorate. But there are professions, like my profession. As we age and we transition to the next season of our lives, we become more expensive. So I want to encourage you to really look into that. Like the first 50 years, the best of your years, like what have you been doing today? All right? That when the next season comes, all right, when your strength is not as much as the first half, you will be earning more. So you are prepared with this. Are you getting this? Okay. And on number 6, okay, I want to encourage you to invest, okay, like the 1% of the world. Just the 1%. Yeah. And you know how the 1% of the world make investments? Okay. The 1%, the top 1% of the investors in the world, okay, make a high lifetime value investment every day of their lives. And that's Coach A coming in now. I'm gonna share with you, okay? I have a worksheet. So if you are watching tonight, okay, this worksheet will help you to invest like the 1% of the world. Are you ready? Who wants to have this? Okay. Before I started, I asked my guests earlier to prepare 4 things, okay? Every day of our lives, you are making an investment whether you like it or not. Maybe we started with financial confidence, and you kind of thinking, when we talk about financial confidence, you're talking of financial investment. Am I correct? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. But what do you think is the most expensive investment you can make at this point in time? What is the most expensive investment you can make tonight? Tonight, not tomorrow, that you have? Time. Absolutely. Time is more valuable than money. Now, I want you to understand that all the 6 things I've shared with you are possible only if you know how to make the right investment of your time. And I want you to understand that there are 4 ways you are investing your time daily. And how you invest in the 4 levels will define if you have the financial confidence or not. So it's not about the money. You can have millions today, you can have billions today, but if you don't know how to invest your time right, you're gonna lose it. You might be in the season right now, you're bankrupt. Okay, so if you're bankrupt, if you're running really low on your funds, listen up. This portion is now for you. Okay. There are 4 ways to invest your time. Are you ready? Can I read? Coach Romel, thank you, Coach. Okay. The more that I wish to retire at age 50 on concentrate with life coaching, absolutely. Okay. You know what it means to retire? It means retiring from the chains of money and really diving into the world where we get the money and help people more and more. That's really what we're looking at. Yeah. Hear me out on this. Right now, right here, you're watching. All of you, all across the room, all of us have one thing right now that we can all invest. I don't care how much money you have in your wallet right now. I don't care how much money you have in investments right now. All I want to understand is this. Do you believe you have time? All of us. 24 hours, all of us. The billionaires, the millionaires, all of those people earning 7 figures, 6 figures are all having the same 24 hours as us. You all of you now sitting have 24 hours like I have 24 hours in my life. So let's talk about how do you spend the 24 hours. Ready?
Yes.
Yes, Coach Rog? Are you ready?
BCC.
Okay. First way you invest your money, okay, is the way you invest also your time. Similar, very similar. Should I say the way you invest your time is also the way you invest your money? You know how you invest it? You invest it on 0 or negative value. So what are the ways you invest your time on 0 or negative value? These are the time, moments, seconds, hours, minutes you spend worrying, being idle, chattering, distracting other people, being bothered with bad news, good news that is not of your life. Worry and having, being guilty of the past, being fearful of your opportunities today, and being anxious of what comes tomorrow. Okay, great. Many of you spend really wonderful investment of this. Congratulations, that's 0 interest. You love 0 interest, so this is 0 interest, or at some point in time, negative value. $24 a day. How much of your time do you spend on negative value or 0 value?
33.33%.
Oh, I hope it's only 33.33%, but most of the people I work with are not even spending. None left much. Coach Maureen, okay. So timely daw. Okay. Next. Another way you invest your time is on low peso or low dollar per hour. Okay? So you spend your time making BCSB. BCSB, okay? You keep cluttering your desk, you keep cluttering your schedule with a lot of things to do just to make yourself feel I'm busy and I'm important. You do administration works, you do errands, you do shopping, and you do repetitive tasks. You hold one thing, instead of finishing it, you put it down, you work on it, you put it down. Meaning, you hold one thing with several tasks. Rule of the thumb, you hold a thing with one pass. That's it. But many of you enjoy doing it repetitively because you said, I can do multitasking. Low dollar, low peso value task. What do you do? Okay. Another thing that you invest your time is what we call the high dollar or high peso value. Yan, gusto nyo na yan. These are the activities that Ring, 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 the cash register, and meaning bring in the sales, bring in the money, bring home the bacon, bring in the income, bring in the salary. So this is your work. Your 8 hours. Oh, sorry, 12 hours, 14 hours. There's no such thing as 8 hours work today. There's actually like 24 hours, 16 hours, or more. Because you have your phone ready, you have your cell phone, your SMS, your laptop, and all automatically, readily connected to the server of your office, and you are always on call. High dollar peso value. Okay. So what's the last investment? What's the last investment you have to make? High lifetime value. High lifetime value. And I would guess many of you don't invest on this. I will bet you don't have it. Well, like this. High lifetime value are time you use and invest in building strong relationship that will last until your 80th birthday or your 100-year birthday. Okay? High lifetime value are time, minutes, hours that you spend learning things that will never be outdated. High lifetime value are time you spend creating system, creating process, creating something that is here to last until your last breath. This is the time you spend supporting your health, keeping yourself healthy and your family members, your exercise, your meal plan. So this is a high lifetime value investment. Those people who spend extra time on their exercise, those people who spend time on their physical health, they are spending a high lifetime value because that is something they can keep for life. And the more healthy they become, the less amount of money they have to spend on their medicines. And here's the good thing. High lifetime value is best spent on learning and development yourself. Because when you spend on learning and development, this will never be outdated. The more you accumulate learnings, new things, the more you gain expertise and mastery of what you do, the more expensive you become in your lifetime. This is the only way you can gain mastery of things. But the sad truth is, you spend very little of the high lifetime value. And you spend most of your time doing the zero or negative value. Okay. Right now, I have with me here, well, I call this the productivity pyramid because I believe when we start investing our time the right way, you start becoming productive at the onset. If you're interested to get a copy of this worksheet, send me a personal message, Adet Purto, or send a message at Coach A page, and you can get this, okay? No string attached, okay? There's nothing you have to do. You just have to message me so I know where to give it, okay? And if you're interested to work on it, if you kind of challenged to how to invest your time on the right way, how to spend it, doing the highest value activities, let's talk. Work with a life coach. At the end of the day, you may not have the money today to invest, but you have the time to invest so you can make the money you need to invest and ensure that you have the lifetime value and that you will never outgrow in this world. Like you will never outgrow. Hindi ka mawawala, hindi ka malalaos. Or many people would look at it. What would happen to me? Okay, you will never be an outgrown. Okay? Time is common to all of us. We've got 24 hours. When you make use of time the right way, you'll have a lot of money for you to invest. I've shared with you 6 things, but those 6 things will never work if you don't know how to invest your time properly. You'll just lose the benefit of understanding how you manage your funds. Your life is the best investment you can do. The best investment you can give to the world is your life. And your life is being governed by the time that you give out. So the question is, how much time do you give to life? How much time do you get to save, to invest, so that you'll have more life to live until the day that you want, like until the years that you want to live. It's not about money that will give you financial confidence. It is about how you use your time that will give you the financial confidence. Good night, everyone. This is Coach A. I'll see you again on Thursday for Coaching for the Soul. Good night!